Okay, we're going to do a really quick tutorial on our Zoom audio recorders. These can be checked out in the studio as well. So we've got in here the audio recorder, we've got a wind cover, and then there's also a power cord that will come with it. So if we pull the recorder out of the box here, you can see right here, you've got your power button. So if I just hold that down for a second, it'll power up. This does run on batteries, but it just runs on AA batteries. So it's not something that you can plug in afterwards and charge. So it's fine to run it on batteries if you are using it and you need to be able to move around. But if you're going to be using it stationary somewhere, it would be good to just go ahead and plug it in so you're not running down the battery power. All right, so now that we're plugged in, let's take a closer look at this thing. The first thing you're going to need to do is get an SD card in. For some reason, this device will usually only take SD cards that are 8 gigabytes or less. So a 2 or a 4 or an 8. There have been a few times we've been able to get a 16 gigabyte card to work on this, but I've never been able to get a 32 or bigger to work on this. So you're going to need a smaller SD card. So we can load our SD card in there and wait for it to load up. Okay, so our SD card is loaded up now. You can see there it says no data, so I haven't recorded anything on this. There might be a chance that when you put a brand new card in, it will ask you to format it, so I'm going to show you how to do that really fast. So if we go to our menu over here, click onto the menu, and then you can use this scrolly wheel here to go to different options on the menu. So if I scroll down to SD card, the scrolly wheel also acts as a button, so you can just push that. If we look at the SD card here, I can click on format. If it's a brand new card, that's not a big deal. Just remember, if you do format it, it's going to delete everything on the card, so double check before you do this to make sure you're not going to delete any necessary files. All right, so that's all set now. So let's get through we'll quickly go through how to use this thing. So first of all, you've got two options for getting the sound into it. You've got the built-in microphones right there. It's a stereo mic, and it's really not bad at all. So that's a good option. The other option, if I click on either of these buttons down here, that'll set up to the bottom inputs here. So I could use that and take a mic cable, plug that in, and then I could record using an external mic. So either one of those options will work. For right now, I'm going to click it over to mic and just use it like that. So to set up a recording, this is really, really easy to use. So to set it up, I'm going to click record. You'll notice that it starts blinking. So that means it's not actually recording yet. You can see that it created this file name there. So that 000 is what you want to pay attention to. And then each time you create a new one, obviously it'll just go up. But that helps you know what file you're going to be looking for when it's time to get your file off of this. So notice that it's blinking, and that means it's not actually recording yet. So what you want to do before you actually start recording is set up your recording levels. So you can kind of see right now, if see the mic button that's blinking there? That means it's clipping, and you can see that the levels up there are going way up to the top. That's bad. So what you want to do is set your mic to a setting where whatever you're recording will be somewhere in this -12 to -6 range without ever clipping. So over here on this side, you've got the record level. So what I'm going to do is just turn that down a little bit. Oh yeah, it was clear up to 100. That's why it's clipping. So I'm going to turn that down a little bit, and if I'm just recording my voice right now, I would probably turn this so it's facing me, and then pay attention to the levels there. I can see that as I'm talking, when it's facing me, every once in a while when I talk really loud, that is still blinking. So that means I need to turn this recording volume down even more. So I'll bring it down to 70 or so. So now if I'm talking check, 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 you can see kind of right there, it's peaking right where I want it to peak, right here in the like -12 to -6 range. And it's never getting up to where that light is blinking, so I'm not clipping, I'm all set. So once I've got that set, when I'm ready with that, then I just push play right here, and now you can see it's actually recording. So then I can set up my mic and record myself talking about whatever I'm talking about. And then once I'm done, I just click stop, and now that file is created. So if I go onto the SD card, I will be able to find that file. And if I click record again, it's going to set up file 001. So if I start recording again, so there you can see the timer's going, so I'm recording. I can push the pause button, and it will keep that file set, but then when I push play again, that way you can pause in the middle and keep recording on the same file. And then once I push stop, it is done. So really, that's about it with this. You've also got a headphone input there and volume level for your headphones. But other than that, it's pretty much as simple as that. One thing to note is that it doesn't like it when you try to pull the SD card out while it's still running. So to turn the device off, just hold the power button down for 5 seconds and it will shut itself down. And then once it's off, you can take out your SD card. So the last thing you need to do when you're using the Zoom is to get your files off the SD cards. We can go ahead and put that in and open it up. You would think this would be super easy, but it can be more confusing than you would think. There's several different folders that you can have files save in, and the Zoom kind of just picks where it's going to put them. Typically your files are going to end up in the stereo folder, but then there's 10 different folders and there's really no way of knowing for sure which one it's in other than just tracking it down. I looked a second ago and found them in folder 10. But another way you could do that if you're having a hard time finding it is, I said earlier that it would be good to remember that track was track 000. So if I just search for it, I can find it there, or I can search for the second one that we did, track 001, and there it is. Recording again. So there you can see the timer's going, so I'm recording. And that's about it. When you're using these, checking them out, it would be good to remove your files when you're done. So copy them onto something, and then once they're copied, get rid of them so that they don't clutter up the file folders when the next person comes to use them. And that's about it.